Realistically, we know an injury can come in any sport. One type injury, however, has the sports and medical communities concerned. In recent years, America's favorite pastime has certainly seen an increase in Tommy John surgery, that is, elbow surgery. It's not happening just among Major League Baseball pitchers anymore. We are seeing this in youth baseball as well. Focus at 4's Candace Sweat joins us right now. You have been out speaking with surgeons and with players and with coaches, and you look at all of this, and these pitching-related injuries are really on the rise.
They really are, Pam. I spoke with Dr. Lyle Cain. He is an orthopedic surgeon at St. Vincent Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center. Now, what he tells me is that he's seen over the past 15 years an increase of Tommy John surgeries by 5-fold. Wow. That's a lot. 5 times more over the past 15 years. Everyone I spoke with said the main reason, one of the main reasons, is young pitchers are throwing way too much. Dr. Cain says it's a warning many parents, players, and sometimes coaches do not heed.
The biggest reason is from overuse.
It's just too much throwing.
At age 10, there's no need to be so competitive that you're playing baseball year-round.
Whether it comes from a coach, a former major league player, or a surgeon, the message is the same. Too much pitching can be dangerous.
I've probably seen on average 15 to 20 baseball players a week that have injuries that are either requiring surgery or requiring some kind of evaluation.
Orthopedic surgeon Lyle Cain says youth pitching injuries often boil down to this.
It's a symptom of the overuse of our youth athletes and what's happening with specialization.
Cain says he sees pitchers as young as 10 years old needing surgery. Spain Park High School senior Mason Duke was in 5th grade when he injured his pitching arm.
I have a screw in my elbow, in my right elbow, from my growth plate pulling away.
Now in high school, his coach limits how often Duke can pitch per game, and he requires several months of rest each year. The problem with many youth pitchers is they throw almost all year round as members of city and travel teams. Early injuries are carrying over into the major leagues.
The major league players are getting hurt are probably the same ones that overuse their elbow when they're 10, 11, and 12.
Ex-pro pitcher Wes Leston's major league career ended in 2007.
It was a curveball that I'd thrown a million of them. Didn't feel any pain or anything. It just blew the ligament out of my elbow when I threw it.
When he went in for treatment,
when they looked at my elbow, there was a lot of scars on that ligament that he said had happened 10 years ago, 9 years ago, whatever. And they were injuries that happened when I was in high school or when I began throwing.
So how much is too much? Spain Park's head coach Will Smith closely monitors his pitchers' schedules.
Our big period is January through the end of June, and they'll take probably 2 to 3 months off and then start reconditioning their arm for the following year. So they definitely need a rest period. And major league pitchers are the same way.
Ask pretty much any guy in pro ball. After about 4 months, we're ready to go home. We're tired. We're give out. I can only imagine a 13-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid that's playing ball for 8 months out of the year, running around playing 3 and 4 games a day. It is too much.
Wow. And really that's kind of the thing that I heard, the theme, if you will, over and over again. But a lot of the problem, though, is also mechanics, and that could be a whole nother story in and of itself. But, that's sort of debatable about which way is
the correct way to pitch.
The correct way to pitch. Yeah. That's also up for discussion as well. But Coach Will Smith tells me that the bottom line is that children, especially young children, just need to get back to playing for fun. He said, he had a good line. He said, don't ask what your sport can do for you. Just play to have fun, not with the hopes of a college scholarship or pro,
Yeah. Now, very quickly, you tell me that they also suggest that pitchers play other sports?
Right. They say it's okay for pitchers to play other sports. In fact, in a lot of cases, they recommend it, especially sports that can strengthen your core and your legs. Wes tells me that he got with some football coaches to strengthen his legs so that he would use his whole body to pitch. And that actually helped. Not burn your whole body out altogether, but just strengthen other parts of your body.
Very interesting. I do hope parents are listening. Thank you.